Right now on Hoosier News Source, a resident assistant was sexually assaulted in a campus dorm, and IU Health resources are overwhelmed by rising COVID-19 cases.
And I have updates on cooler air arriving tonight with flurry chances to close the week. Hoosier News Source starts now.
Hello and welcome to the 25th season premiere of Hoosier News Source. I'm Callie Lichter. With the spring semester underway, get the latest COVID testing information at IU. IU encourages anyone who is experiencing COVID symptoms to use IU Symptom Checker. After doing so, you will receive an email to sign up for an in-person test or choose to pick up a test kit. In-person tests will be outside or in cars to ensure safety. If you test positive, IU will give you isolation and contact tracing information. Voluntary asymptomatic testing is also offered. Visit iu.edu/COVID/testing for testing options. A 911 call for a possible overdose ended with the arrest of a student for sexual assault charges at Union Street Center last week. An RA responded to screaming at Birch Hall to find 20-year-old Kelp Patel unresponsive. Police arrived on the scene after Patel allegedly attempted to strangle, bite, and touch her inappropriately. Police arrested Patel on charges of rape, strangulation, criminal confinement, sexual battery, battery resulting in bodily injury, resisting law enforcement, and possession of alcohol. IU banned Patel from the campus. He is scheduled to appear in court on March 22nd. IU Health is facing staffing shortages due to a rise in COVID-19 cases in Bloomington and surrounding areas. The IU Health Bloomington Hospital has seen an increase in providers out sick, as well as the IU Health Center on campus. Due to how contagious the Omicron variant is, more healthcare workers are out sick at the same time, leaving fewer staff members to deliver care. The IU Health Center Medical Director Beth Rupp said they luckily have been able to use telemedicine for certain appointments and that they are doing their best to still provide care to students.
We are all trying to keep our services available to the students because that's what we are here for, but we always ask for grace because we can't help it if people are sick, and we're all doing our best.
Both the IU Health Center and IU Bloomington Hospital have remained open during the shortages and amid a surge of COVID-19 cases in Marion County. Now joining us with the latest on this week's forecast is Mia Keller. Mia?
Thanks, Callie. Light dustings of snow in the Bloomington area over the weekend created a few slick spots and a few snowy snapshot opportunities, as you can see here. Now, we are not seeing any snow chances over the next couple of days, but that cold air will be with us through Wednesday and into our game of the week as the Hoosiers take on Penn State. Expect clear skies for the walk to Assembly Hall, but colder temperatures in the teens will stick around for the duration of the game, down to about 15 degrees following a Hoosier win. Let's see how the rest of the week will play out. For the next few days, temperatures are expected to remain below freezing, with some flurries possible Friday from the afternoon into the evening hours. As we get into Sunday and Monday to start next week, temperatures become more comfortable as we get into the mid to upper 30s. Stay safe and warm and have a great week. Callie, back to you.
Thanks, Mia. Coming up after the break, we have more on the Senate education bill that has prompted social media campaigns and how you can get paid to get your COVID-19 booster shot. Stay with us. Welcome back to Hoosier News Source. The Indiana Senate bill that caused sweeping controversy has failed to move forward, but a similar bill in the Indiana House is gaining traction. HNS reporter Ashton Hackman is standing by with more. Ashton?
Thanks, Callie. Senate Bill 167 gained attention after Indiana State Senator Scott Baldwin made remarks about being neutral when teaching about Nazism. Those statements, however, prompted President Pro Tempore Bray Roderick to pull the plug on the bill. Keith Gamble, president of the Indiana State Teachers Association, released a statement about the bill's failure, saying, quote, "We thank our members and the thousands of advocates who have made their voices heard on these bills. We also thank President Pro Tem Bray for agreeing to not move forward with Senate Bill 167. This bill and its House version 1134 are not workable bills and are a solution in search of a problem," end quote. A similar bill in the House has passed through committee last week and continues to move forward. It is unclear, however, if that bill will fail on the Senate side. Callie, back to you.
Thanks, Ashton. The Moderna vaccine will be offered at a mobile vaccination clinic held on campus at Simon Scott Assembly Hall. The clinic will offer vaccines, including booster doses, on Friday from noon to 6 p.m. and on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The IU Health Center is helping to facilitate the clinic, but those attending must schedule their vaccination online beforehand. The clinic is open to anyone in the community who is 18 and older. IU is offering $20 in Crimson Cash to students who get their COVID booster shot. The CDC recommends getting a COVID-19 booster shot 5 months from the second dose of Pfizer or Moderna, or 2 months after Johnson & Johnson. Eligible students can report receiving the COVID-19 booster shot to receive the money on their Crimson Card. The Crimson Cash can be spent at over 300 locations statewide. Over 60 off-campus businesses in Bloomington accept Crimson Cash as well. IU will share more details on social media and via email on how to claim the reward in the coming weeks. And now for the latest in international news. Elizabeth DeSantis is here in studio with updates from around the world. Elizabeth?
Thanks, Callie. The UK warned that President Putin is plotting to put a pro-Russia leader in Ukraine's government. The UK's Foreign Office named former Ukrainian MP Yevhen Murayev as a possible candidate. This warning comes just after Russia's show of force in moving 100,000 troops to the Ukrainian border. The UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss called for Russia to de-escalate the situation and instead choose diplomacy. Sunday marked 2 years since the Chinese city of Wuhan went into the lockdown after the emergence of COVID-19. In what many viewed as a bold move at the time, Wuhan officially shut down public transportation and limited travel for 76 days in an attempt to slow the spread of COVID-19. On Saturday, the day before the anniversary, Wuhan reportedly had no new cases. This is in stark contrast to other regions of China currently battling surges of the Omicron variant. And over in Ghana, an explosion left 13 dead and nearly leveled an entire town. The blast occurred when a motorcycle collided with a truck carrying explosives to a nearby gold mine. Local residents stepped in to help pull people and animals from the rubble until first responders could arrive on the scene. Local officials and police have urged neighboring towns to open up places like churches and schools for survivors left without a home. And that's what's happening around the world. Callie, back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth, and thank you for watching this week's episode of Hoosier News Source. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IUSTV News. I'm Callie Lichter from Bloomington, Indiana. We'll see you next time.